sugar is sugar, right? Not quite, especially when you're dealing with uric acid. The body doesn't treat a juicy apple the same way it treats a glass of apple juice, even though both contain fructose. The difference lies in the delivery system. Whole fruits bring fiber, water, antioxidants, and structure, nature's own moderation system, while added sugars in processed foods and drinks come in fast and furious, triggering a cascade of uric acid production that your joints definitely didn't ask for. Let's start with fructose, the real troublemaker here. Fructose is a simple sugar found naturally in fruits, but it's also the key ingredient in high fructose corn syrup and table sugar, sucrose, both of which are dumped into sodas, candy, baked goods, condiments, salad dressings, and almost anything with a barcode. When you consume large amounts of added fructose, your liver metabolizes it rapidly, far more rapidly than glucose. This process leads to a surge in purine degradation and uric acid production. It's like pushing a biochemical button labeled "Increase uric acid now," and your body doesn't hesitate. Worse, fructose doesn't just increase how much uric acid your body produces, it also impairs how well you get rid of it. It increases ADP turnover in liver cells, depletes energy stores, generates byproducts that reduce kidney function, and ramps up insulin resistance. This creates the perfect storm. More uric acid is made, and less is excreted. The result? Your bloodstream becomes a slow-moving purine soup, and sooner or later, crystals are going to start forming in joints where they absolutely don't belong. Now compare that to eating an orange or a handful of berries. Yes, they contain fructose, but they also come with water, fiber, and phytonutrients that slow down digestion and absorption. The sugar hits your liver more gradually, giving your body time to respond without panicking. Fiber also promotes gut health and insulin sensitivity, which indirectly helps the kidneys do their job better. Whole fruits, in this sense, are self-regulating. Your body knows what to do with them, and unless you're eating them in absurd quantities, they're unlikely to contribute meaningfully to uric acid problems. Fruit juice, on the other hand, is a different story. When you strip out the fiber and condense several pieces of fruit into a single cup, you're essentially drinking a sweet, fast-absorbing fructose shot with none of the protective barriers that whole fruit provides. Even if it's labeled 100% natural, your liver doesn't care. It treats it just like any other rapid influx of fructose. And when juice becomes a daily habit, you're not just getting extra sugar. You're getting a constant trigger for uric acid production that quietly builds up over time. Agave syrup, often marketed as a natural sweetener, is particularly deceptive. It's extremely high in fructose, sometimes up to 90%, which makes it even worse than regular table sugar in the context of uric acid metabolism. If you're pouring it over your oatmeal thinking you're making a healthy choice, you might as well be spooning gout into your breakfast. So yes, all sugars can be problematic in excess, but fructose is uniquely skilled at disrupting uric acid balance. And the way it's delivered, whole food versus processed product, makes a dramatic difference. Whole fruit, controlled, buffered, mostly harmless. Added sugar, fast, sharp, and metabolically violent. Here's the bottom line. If you're worried about uric acid levels, don't panic over a banana. Worry about the fruit snacks pretending to be healthy, the soft drinks that sneak into your afternoon, the syrups and sauces loaded with high fructose corn syrup, and the juices that seem innocent but hit your liver like a truck. Eat your fruit, skip the fructose bombs, and remember, just because it's sweet doesn't mean it's soft. Some sugars are dressed up as health food, but inside, they're pure uric acid fuel with a smiley label and a sharpened knife aimed right at your joints.